Hello, food lovers! Today we're diving into the world of Arabian cuisine with a dish that's close to my heart, kabsa. This Saudi Arabian staple is a true celebration of flavor, combining tender meat with fragrant rice and a symphony of spices. Trust me, once you try kabsa, you'll be hooked. Kabsa is hugely popular in Saudi Arabia and across the Middle East. It's often the star of special occasions and family gatherings. But don't wait for a special occasion. Kabsa is perfect any night of the week. The beauty of kabsa lies in its versatility. You can make it with chicken, lamb, beef, or even fish. And the best part? It's surprisingly easy to recreate the essence of kabsa in your own kitchen. So, put on your aprons and let's get cooking. Before we embark on our culinary adventure, let's gather our ingredients. For the meat and broth, you'll need 2 pounds of your favorite protein, whether it's chicken, lamb, or beef, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 large onion chopped, 4 cloves of garlic minced, a 1-inch piece of ginger minced, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, soaked in a 1/4 cup of hot water, 8 cups of water, and of course, salt to taste. These ingredients form the backbone of our flavorful broth, infusing the meat and rice with their aromatic essence. Remember, fresh ingredients are key to unlocking the full potential of this dish. So, head to your local market and pick up the best quality ingredients you can find. Now, let's create the heart of our kabsa, the flavorful broth. In a large pot or Dutch oven, heat the olive oil over medium heat. Add the chopped onion and cook until softened and translucent, about 5 minutes. Next, stir in the minced garlic and ginger, and cook for another minute until fragrant. Add the ground cumin, coriander, turmeric, and black pepper, and cook for an additional minute while stirring constantly, allowing the spices to release their aromas. Now, add your chosen protein to the pot. Brown the meat on all sides, searing in the juices and adding depth of flavor to the broth. This step is crucial for a rich and satisfying kabsa. Section 4. Rice Revelation. Building the kabsa foundation. With our meat beautifully browned, it's time to introduce the rice. Add the 8 cups of water to the pot, along with the soaked saffron and its liquid gold. Season generously with salt, bring the mixture to a boil. Then reduce the heat to low, cover the pot, and let it simmer for 30 minutes. This gentle simmering allows the flavors to meld and the meat to become incredibly tender. As the broth works its wonders, prepare your rice. Rinse 2 cups of basmati rice under cold water until the water runs clear. This removes excess starch and ensures fluffy, separated grains. Once the broth has simmered for 30 minutes, carefully remove the meat from the pot and set it aside. We'll be adding it back in later for the final flourish. Now, our fragrant broth is ready to embrace the rice. Section 5. The grand finale, assembling your masterpiece. Carefully add the rinsed rice to the flavorful broth. Make sure the rice is evenly distributed for consistent cooking. Increase the heat to medium-high and bring the mixture to a boil. Once boiling, reduce the heat to low, cover the pot tightly, and let the rice simmer undisturbed for 15 to 20 minutes, or until all the liquid is absorbed and the rice is cooked through. While the rice is working its masterpiece, let's turn our attention back to the meat. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, or 190 degrees Celsius. Place the cooked meat on a baking sheet and brush it with a little melted butter or olive oil for added richness and a beautiful glaze. Pop it in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until heated through and slightly crispy on the edges. Section 6. Kabsa your way, serving and customizing. Congratulations, you've done it. You've created a pot of fragrant, flavorful Arabian kabsa. Now comes the fun part, assembling and devouring this culinary masterpiece. To serve, spoon a generous portion of the fluffy, saffron-infused rice onto a large platter. Arrange the tender, juicy pieces of meat on top of the rice, allowing the aromas to mingle and tantalize your senses. But wait, there's more. No kabsa is complete without its traditional garnishes. Sprinkle a handful of toasted almonds or pine nuts for a delightful crunch. Scatter some chopped fresh parsley or cilantro for a pop of color and freshness. And for the final touch, add a few lemon wedges for a burst of citrusy brightness. Section 7. Enjoy. Kabsa is traditionally enjoyed family style, with everyone digging in from a communal platter. This fosters a sense of togetherness and shared enjoyment, making the meal even more special. Feel free to customize your kabsa adventure. Add a sprinkle of raisins for a touch of sweetness, or a handful of chopped dates for a chewy caramel-like note. For a spicy kick, incorporate a chopped green chili or a pinch of red pepper flakes into the broth. And don't forget the sides. Kabsa pairs beautifully with a refreshing yogurt sauce, a simple salad, or a side of hummus. So, gather your loved ones, embrace the spirit of Arabian hospitality, and savor the exquisite flavors of homemade kabsa. Bon appetit!